Hi guys, I'm Travis Ludlow. I'm here at White Waltham Airfield, and one of the great advantages of flying here is that you get to see all these historic tailwheel draggers like this Hurricane behind me. So let's go check it out. Hi, I'm Travis.
Hi, I'm Mark. Do you want to come and have a look at the Hurricane?
Yep, let's go.
Sure. So I'll actually talk you around some
Yeah.
bits of it now. Now, because
Okay.
I'm off to do a display, we can't have too much of a look in the cockpit, unfortunately,
Okay.
because there are rules about me keeping it sterile for safety.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you'll be aware with your flying is the importance of making sure a sterile cockpit,
Yeah.
no loose articles in there, so we don't have any problems.
Yep.
So this is the last Hurricane that ever entered service with the Royal Air Force. Front end, what do you generally fly?
PA28.
Yeah, so 150 brake horsepower or so, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We've got 1,400 in the front of this. She is a fighting machine. She is there
Yeah.
to shoot down the enemy aircraft.
Yeah.
8 machine guns for her in the wings. Cruise along. What would you cruise along at when you're going to go around the world?
About 95.
95 knots. This
Yep.
isn't that much quicker. I'm going to cruise around about 165 knots with the engine
Okay.
ticking over.
Okay.
And then I can push her up towards 200 knots.
Okay. Yeah.
Altitude, what are you going to operate at generally, do you think?
About 3,000 feet.
Yeah, well, I'm capped to 10,000 feet in the Hurricane now because
Okay.
I've got no oxygen system anymore.
Oh, okay.
But in the war, they'd be up at 20,000 feet in
Okay.
this aircraft. And
Yeah.
she'll go with a supercharger, the power stays and she goes up pretty quickly.
Okay.
So, I talked about the Merlin engine. It's a beast of an engine. Different to what you've done. You've got an air-cooled
Yep.
engine. Mine's liquid-cooled. Okay, so
Okay.
just like a car. So a massive radiator underneath.
Yep.
It's going to keep me warm because I'm sitting right above it with
Yeah.
not much insulation between us.
Okay.
Noise-wise, there are no mufflers on this, no silencers, okay? It's an
Okay.
incredibly noisy machine. The beautiful sound you hear on the ground is not what I hear. I hear a roar inside, deafening roar.
Okay.
Retractable undercarriage, so a little bit different from what you're used to as well.
Yeah.
And very simplistic. It's just a very simple up and down with a mechanical override.
Okay.
We've taken the guns out.
Yeah.
So it looks like I've got loads of machines handy, but I haven't.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
This aircraft has been painted to represent, so it was the last aircraft that entered the Royal Air Force into service, we believe. But it's painted to represent a one squadron aircraft that took part in the Battle of Britain
Okay.
by a Sergeant Darky Clues. He got the Distinguished Flying Medal
Okay.
during his time in the Battle of Britain.
Yep.
And an aircraft that looked like this was operated by him.
How many planes has it shot down?
This one, none. So this aircraft didn't actually have a great wartime history because it came in right at the end of the war.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it hasn't got the great pedigree. What it is, an important bit for me, it was the first aircraft that set up the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. So
Okay.
in 1957, the founder of what was then the historic aircraft flight, a Wing Commander Thompson at Biggin Hill, he had this aircraft as a hack. He had this as
Okay.
a bit of fun.
Yeah.
When he was bored of doing paperwork in the Royal Air Force, he'd go for flying a Hurricane. Not a bad job.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore. And he realised the importance of it. So he hung on to this, got another 3 Spitfires to join the flight. And over time, this became, 61 years later, became the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight.
Wow.
So hugely important.
Yeah. That's cool. What year was it built?
So the aircraft was built right at the end of the war, 44, and because of that, it hasn't got a great pedigree in the war.
Okay.
But it has allowed her to stay in mint condition, and the
Okay,
engineers keep it in mint condition.
Cool.
The most important people at BBMF, beyond the aircraft, because they are the stars of the show, are the engineers who keep them flying. Okay, I just
Okay.
get the easy job of flying them
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
the country to go to different air shows. We do about 1,000 events, or just under 1,000 events a year with
Wow.
BBMF to make sure people remember not just the aircraft, but what they did for the country.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the sacrifice that's the important bit.
Yeah.
And the remembrance of the veterans, men and women, that supported the country in the time of need.
Okay. Cool. So how's it like to fly compared to my aircraft, the PA28?
So a few differences. First of all, we've just got a massive amount of power.
Yep.
That's driving an 11-foot propeller. So
Ah,
all
okay.
of the slipstream gyroscopic effects you feel on takeoff, using a piston engine propeller-powered aircraft, magnified tenfold. Okay, the amount of
Okay.
rudder I've got to use.
Yeah.
Obviously, the gear goes up and down, simple as that. But as long as you remember to do that after takeoff and before landing, it's quite easy.
Okay.
The important bit then is knowing that you've got a tail wheel, not a nose wheel. Steering on the
Yeah.
ground is differential braking, and I
Okay.
can't see where I'm going because the nose sticks up in the air.
Yeah.
So where you've got a great view of where you're landing, I get to see the end of the runway, and I use peripheral vision to land the aircraft, which
Okay.
is one of the skills that you have to learn.
Yeah.
The other problem I've got is that the back tail wheel is like a shopping trolley. When I land, the centre of gravity behind the main wheels wants to overtake. It's called a ground loop. The whole thing will violently spin round. And I have to balance, it's almost like riding a unicycle, continually moving the rudder pedals to make sure I keep it flying like a dart. Because at the moment it's flying a dart backwards. On the ground, all the drag and the big bits are at the front and the pointy bits at the back. So when you're on the ground, you spend a lot of time on rudders the whole time.
So what does it take to become a Hurricane pilot?
Luck. I think that's one of the big ones. You've got to be at the right place, the right time to do it. For me, it's been, before I joined the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, it was 26 years of service in the Air Force, amassing about 4,000 hours of flying. There are other ways to do it, but I think all you need really is a passion to fly, enjoy your flying, work hard at it, always think about trying to do the best you can, don't accept any errors, and if you do that, you'll continually improve to the point where all of these doors open. And before you get here, you need to get onto a really good tail dragger, tail wheel trainer, like a chipmunk or maybe a cap, something like that. Excellent.
Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you, Al, and good luck.
Cheers.
Awesome.
See ya. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my sponsors, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer. If you want to go follow my Instagram or my Facebook, they're both Around the World Solo. And that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one.